Security Retirement SSDI and SSI beneficiaries will be most likely included in the next round of a stimulus check. And you know what, guys? Those are the groups which are highly doubting that another check would happen or not. What is the likelihood of another stimulus check? And now here's the thing, guys. Like I said, those group of people will be most likely included if there is another round of stimulus check. But you know what? Whether there will be another round of stimulus check or not, remember, guys, stimulus check is sent on based on the condition of the economy. It doesn't matter how many letters, calls, emails you send to the Congress. It doesn't really matter how much letters, calls, emails, or videos are made on it. Whether people really need the stimulus check, you know what? It doesn't take a look at your calls, emails, and the videos. It all comes down to a very important factor, that is the economy. You know what? Congress will simply take a look at the economy and they will see how much more money is required to be injected in order to stimulate the economy. That's the most important aspect. And in the period of recession, as far as the current data, I can clearly see about 80% of the population would be included if there is another round of stimulus check. So if you take an example, let's say economy needs $800 billion of stimulus money, then you know what? Government will simply then divide $800 billion among the 250 million people, those stimulus check eligible people. And the purpose of the stimulus check is to get money into the economy as quickly as possible. So you know what? It's the most efficient way to send out stimulus check as soon as possible. And you know what? They can implement those stimulus check very quickly. We have seen those in the previous round of stimulus check. You know what, guys? In just a matter of few days, stimulus check were approved, sent into the economy, and people started receiving those checks as soon as possible. And you know what, guys? Government is really clever. They know that people will spend the money as quickly as possible into the economy, and this is why they continue to send out stimulus check. And from the time the legislation is approved to the time money lands into the bank account of people, it can take only few days. So I see that's the most efficient way to stimulate the economy, as people use this money to buy essentials, which stimulates the economy. Money goes from retailers to manufacturers, then it goes to the suppliers, and so on. And this one creates a cycle. Ultimately, stimulus check will stimulate the economy very rapidly. And another important factor that boosts up the possibility whether we should get stimulus check or not is basically the jobs number. Whether the economy is slowing down, contraction is coming in, you know what? That is determined based on the unemployment rate. Basically, how many people are losing their jobs, and it's like an avalanche effect. Once it starts going on, it quickly picks up momentum, and you know what? Economy suddenly rolls out of the cliff, and basically we are into the period of recession. And that's the most important aspect. When government officially acknowledges that we are in a period of recession, then clearly it's the red flag for them. It's the red indicator for the sending out stimulus check. So well, guys, speaking of a potential fourth stimulus check, what could happen next? Let's check it out. Well, guys, the jobs market will determine the economy's health. It happens all the time. Economy goes through economic cycles of growth and contraction. When economy contracts, government stimulates the economy by passing a multi-billion-dollar stimulus package. Recently, even trillions of dollars we have seen passed. Whether it's Congress, economists, you know what? They monitor the economy carefully, and they monitor what is the need of stimulus money. Once they realize there is a huge need, then government will pass packages and start printing out the money in order to stimulate the economy. And you know what, guys? Stimulus will help out companies to get more orders, more revenues. In turn, more profits will be generated, and this will help businesses to start growing once again and hiring more people. And you know what, guys? This will increase the jobs number. So this is kind of a cycle we are talking about. The stimulus check is trying to fix up. All in all, the aim of the stimulus check is to get people to spend more money, increase the cash flow into the economy. Now, you know what, guys? At the end of the day, it's not you and me who make the differences, who make the decisions. It's the Congress that will make the decisions. It will approve the stimulus check if they realize the need. Rather, you know what? Basically, it's the economic activity, the jobs number, the number of unemployment rate, the need of the stimulus check will be determined by those important aspects. Now, you know what, guys? There are tons of petitions out there to gather signatures, but it doesn't really matter to the Congress. What really matters is watching those economic indicators, as they will indicate whether more stimulus money will be required, will be approved or not. And it's uncertain at this point if a stimulus check of $2,000, $1,400, $1,200 of any of odd value figures will be approved or not. We have seen the petition for 2000 stimulus check, but you know what? Nothing nothing has came out from the petition signatures regardless of the size will not likely impact on Congress decision making, and even if it did, Congress would have done something about it earlier, isn't it? So that's why closely monitoring Federal Reserve, the economy, the jobs number, unemployment, also watching the stock market, watching whether we are into the period of recession, those are all important figures we should keep monitor, and that's the reason I'm right over here to bring you all the latest details. Once I get any latest details, I will keep you posted, so make sure to subscribe to our channel. How to, guys? Turn on all the bell notifications so you'll never miss new videos from our channel. Make sure to hit that like, share this video, subscribe, and this is Kedar from How to, guys. See you in the next video. Delivery dates of Social Security benefit payments and $1,400 stimulus check specifically focused on Social Security, including retirement, disability, SSDI, SSI, RRB. I have got all the important details you need to know right here in this video. So guys, without a further ado, let's get right into it. In the last stimulus check that we have seen included about 85% of the population, and that's about like 280 million Americans. The previous 3 rounds of stimulus check have been relatively quick with the distribution of the payments, especially the second and the third round of payment was relatively quick with reaching into the people's bank account just within the week of the approval. It generally takes within a week or so to reach the stimulus check into people's bank accounts. So today in this video, I wanted to provide some more details on a potential for the fourth stimulus check so you can know what to look out for. And most importantly, we'll be also covering the Social Security benefit schedule right here in this video. So watch this video till the end, and we have got couple of important updates. So let's get right into all the details. Now let's check it out. The Social Security December payment schedule. If your birth date falls between 1st to 10th of the month, then continue to watch out 13th of the December for your Social Security fixed income benefits to be deposited. Then 20th of the December if your birth date falls between 11th to 20th of the month. Then talking about the 27th of the December if your birth date falls between 21st to 31st of the month, your benefits will be deposited on 27th December. So continue to watch out all these important dates. And talking about the second SSI payment that will be heading on to the 29th of the December. Now guys, remember this is not an extra payment, not bonus payment, not an additional check. It's not an overpayment. It's your January 2024 SSI payment which will be arriving just couple of days early right here onto the 29th of the December. And guys, it's really important to check the January SSI payment because it will be arriving alongside with the COLA increases. Yes, you heard it right. Into the month of January, you'll be going to receive the next year cost of living adjustment which is 3.2%. So remember, your January SSI checks will be little higher than the December SSI checks. Alright guys, now here's the thing. The money is the tight thing right now, especially for low income, fixed income households. But I want to let you know that I'm right over here to help you in any way, shape or form. This is the busy time and Congress is working out on many of the legislation, so it's worth keeping eye on to many of the important announcements from the federal government or Congress. And now speaking of the potential of the stimulus check and who could be potentially included, what type of stimulus check it could be when it comes out, and why exactly government will be issuing stimulus check in this particular scenario, also how much the stimulus money could be and when can you able to receive it. We have got all the details and I'll be breaking down all the details, all the questions, speculations right here in this video. Now guys, in the event of the stimulus check, while deciding, Federal Reserve looks at the economy and they determine how much stimulus does the economy need, how much money is required in order to help people recover. Then the money is then printed out and pushed into the economy. Although one thing to note though, Federal Reserve is providing stimulus money, it's not out of their kindness, it's because they know if money is given to the people, they will be going to spend it, and this is the best way to get economy up and running once again. And the main intention of the stimulus money is that those money will be quickly spent into the economy and should not be saved into people's bank account. This is because government recognizes the importance of getting money into the economy quickly and very efficient. If let's say people save their stimulus check, they are not helping out economy as much as they could be. The government wants to spend all of the money into all the stimulus check in different sectors of the economy, such as groceries, clothing, and many more. And through this way, money is spread out through the entire economy and positive impact will be generated. Many studies have showed that it's the best way to get money into the economy through the stimulus checks. So when it comes down to the next round of stimulus check, government thinks that it's very important to spend it, and you can buy groceries, clothes, and other items that you need. And this is the way that you are helping out economy, also taking care of your own needs as well. So well, what does this mean for businesses? Well, when we all get the stimulus check, we all go out and spend them. We basically go out to Walmart, Target, and all of a sudden these businesses are seeing huge run into their inventory, and they look at their inventory and they see that it has been wiped out of the stock in the matter of days. So basically they have to reach their suppliers and order more items, and their suppliers have to go to the manufacturer in order to manufacture more items. It's basically a chain effect. It's like food chain. It's like a domino effect that keeps everything going, and it doesn't take much for it, to start this effect to stimulate the economy. You can see entire economy is just stimulated in a matter of week or two. When it comes down to the stimulus check, it's the great way to stimulate the economy. They are effective, they don't take long, and basically causes huge impact on businesses, people, and those who really need it. I hope this has provided you with a great example, the economic cycle and how it affects you, economy, and how stimulus checks are the best way. Now guys, in the event of the stimulus check, this could be the difficult question to answer as it ultimately depends on the economic situation. However, if economic situation was similar to what was in the early 2020, then it was likely that the same criteria will be used for this time as well. And speaking of what type of a stimulus check would it be, well, again, it's little bit more predictable. I believe that it could be similar to the third stimulus check, as it would be the same amount for the last one. It means that it could be $1,400, $1,200, $2,000, or probably $1,600. And of course, these amounts can depend on the eligibility and other sorts of factors. And if you check out the previous rounds of stimulus check for $1,200, $600 stimulus check, and $1,400 stimulus check, last three rounds are showing one very important factor, that is the eligibility criteria. Let me go over through the details. Individuals with adjusted gross income below $75,000 as individuals and $150,000 for married couples were eligible for the first round of stimulus check, $1,200 payment for per person and $2,400 for married couples. Then right here into the second round of stimulus check, individuals receiving $600 and $1,200 for married couples filing jointly. Eligibility was below $75,000 for individuals and below $150,000 for married couples filing jointly were eligible for the stimulus check. Then right over here onto the third round of stimulus check for $1,400 per person and $2,800 for married couples filing jointly. Income threshold should be below $80,000 for individuals and $160,000 for married couples filing jointly. So you see the point. If your income threshold as an individual below $70,000 at least, and if your income threshold as a married couples is below $150,000, then chances are you could be the low income fixed income beneficiary receiving Social Security, SSI, SSDI, survivors benefits, and specifically these stimulus check could be specifically designed and intended to provide financial relief for those who need it the most, those who are struggling financially and may have limited source of income. The true purpose of stimulus check is government aims to stimulate the economy by distribution of the funds to those who are most likely to spend the money. That's where low income fixed income beneficiaries are the target to provide the stimulus check, because those are the people who will be likely going to spend the money